Paperclip is a tool that lets teams of AI agents run a business from a single dashboard. It's a Node.js server with a React interface that orchestrates agents, tracks goals, budgets, and costs. Think of it like a task manager that knows about org charts, governance, and revenue targets. If you treat OpenClaw as an employee, Paperclip is the company that hires and manages those employees. The basic workflow is simple. First, you define a goal, such as build the #1 AI note-taking app that reaches $1 million in monthly recurring revenue. Then you hire the team: CEO, CTO, engineers, designers, marketers, and any bot from any provider. Finally, you approve the plan, set budgets, hit go, and monitor everything from the dashboard. If an agent can receive a heartbeat, it is considered hired. Paperclip is useful when you need to coordinate many different agents, Claude Code, Codex, Cursor, OpenClaw, across a large number of concurrent terminals, want them to run 24/7, enforce spend limits, and prefer a task manager-like experience that can be used on a phone. The framework is built around 4 pillars. 1. Agentic Task Manager. Declare intent, agents work, and you verify the output. It provides tasks, approvals, reviews, proactive coworkers, and auditable workflows. 2. Org chart for agents' roles, permissions, and boundaries for humans and agents. It shows managers who can do what, scopes secrets and company boundaries. 3. Agent employee training. Design, train, and evaluate your AI employees. It includes a skill studio, evaluations, active learning loops, quality metrics, and performance reviews. 4. Agentic OS. The infrastructure that makes all of this run, across provider runtime, sandboxing, integrations, single sign-on, cost controls, data privacy, and internal telemetry. Key features include: bring your own agent, any runtime, as long as it can send a heartbeat. It is hired. Goal alignment. Every task points back to the company mission. Heartbeat. Scheduled checkpoints that let agents wake up, inspect work, and act. Delegation flows along the org chart. Cost control. Monthly budgets per agent. When a budget is hit, the agent stops multi-company. One deployment can host many companies with complete data isolation. Ticket system. Everything is traced, every decision recorded, and the logs are immutable. Governance. Approve hires, override strategy, pause or terminate agents at any time. Org chart. Define hierarchies, roles, reporting lines, and job descriptions for agents. Mobile ready. Monitor and manage from anywhere. Paperclip solves specific pain points. If you have dozens of Claude Code tabs open, Paperclip turns that chaotic spread into a single ticket-based system where every conversation lives in a thread and sessions persist across reboots. Context flows automatically from the goal, through the project, down to the conversation, so every agent knows why it is doing something. Disorganized agent configs are replaced by a single org chart, ticketing, delegation, and governance layer. Budgeting is enforced automatically, preventing runaway token usage. Recurrent jobs run on a heartbeat schedule instead of manual triggers. What makes Paperclip special is that it gets the hard orchestration details right. Atomic execution tasks are checked out and budgets enforced atomically, preventing double work or overspending. Persistent agent state. Agents resume their task context across heartbeats instead of restarting runtime. Skill injection. Agents can learn project context and workflow without retraining. Governance with rollback approval gates. Config changes and bad changes can be rolled back safely. Goal or execution tasks carry full goal ancestry so agents see the why. Portable company templates. Export and import entire orgs, agents, skills, and routines with secret scrubbing. True multi-company isolation. Each company is isolated even on the same deployment. Under the hood, Paperclip is a full control plane, a server that exposes several key components. 1. Identity and access. Handles user authentication, agent API keys, JWTs, company memberships, and invitation flows. 2. Org chart and agent stores roles, titles, reporting lines, permissions, and budgets. Adapters exist for Claude Code, Codex, CLI agents like Cursor or Bash, and webhooks such as OpenClaw. 3. Work and task system issues. Link company, project, goal, and parent items. They support atomic checkout, blockers, comments, documents, labels, and inbox state. 4. Heartbeat execution. A database queue wakes agents, checks budgets, injects secrets, loads skills, calls adapters, logs structured output, and tracks cost events. 5. Workspaces and runtime. Isolated directories for project work, Git work trees, and preview URLs. Ensures agents run with the right context. 6. Governance and approvals. Board approval workflows, Execution policies, budget hard stops, and auditor delogging. 7. Budget and cost control, fine-grained token and cost tracking, warnings, and hard stops. Overspend pauses agents and cancels queued work. 8. Routines and schedules, cron, webhook, and API triggers that create issues and wake agents without manual involvement. 9. Plugins, a host system that allows out-of-process workers. Capability gating, tool exposure, and UI extensions. 10. Secrets and storage, instance and company secrets, encrypted local storage, provider-backed object storage, and attachments. Sensitive values are excluded from prompts unless explicitly needed. 11. Activity and events, durable records of all actions, heartbeat state, cost events, approvals, comments, and work products, to enable auditing and replay. 12. Company portability, export and import entire orgs with secret scrubbing and collision handling. Because it is not just a bot or a prompt manager, paperclip has no single-agent focus or chat window. It is not a workflow builder with drag-and-drop pipelines. Instead, it models an entire company, org charts, goals, budgets, and governance. Getting started is straightforward. Paperclip is open source and self-hosted. Run a few curl commands to download and install. curl fs slow https://paperclip.ing/install.curl fs slow https://paperclip.ing/paperclip.ing/install.sh.sha256 sha256 some c install sh sha256 bash install sh. The installer checks for Node.js 20 or newer, installs the paperclip CLI, and launches interactive onboarding. You can also run a non-interactive install via a single piped command or use npx to try paperclip without permanent installation. The commands also support an authenticated or private mode, letting you bind to LAN or Tailscale Tailnet. Once installed, paperclip can be started locally with pnpm-dev, which runs the API server on HTTP localhost 3100 and automatically creates an embedded PostgreSQL database. For larger setups, point the server at your own Postgres instance and configure projects, agents, and goals. The agents you bring in, Claude Code, Codex, OpenClaw, or any other, are simply adapters that speak to the central runtime. If you're curious about contributing, the project welcomes pull requests. The contributing guide explains how to set up a local environment, run tests, and ship features. Community engagement happens on Discord, Twitter, GitHub issues, and discussions. Telemetry is opt-in and collects only anonymous usage data, no personal information, prompts, or file paths. It helps the team improve the product while respecting privacy. In short, paperclip lets you treat your team of AI agents like a real company, define goals, hire employees, enforce budgets, audit work, and scale across many agents and many companies, all from a single mobility dashboard.